Hey, I wanted to do another video where we touch on one of the cards that I pull from the Company Culture board game. Now, obviously, I'm showing you the cards from the analog, the tabletop version of the game, but all of the cards, well, almost all of the cards, are the same in the digital version. Why do I say almost all of them? Because in the analog version, you can also purchase the write-in deck where you can write some of your own cards, and you can purchase a bonus deck that has like 24 additional cards that you don't get in the initial box of the board game. The digital version doesn't have either of those yet, but it's definitely something to think about. I could probably do that someday. Yeah. Especially if people start asking for them a lot, that would be cool. Anyway, let's take a look at one of the cards in the game. So I'm just going to pull something random from the salaried exempt deck. Now, remember, I always say if the salaried exempt and hourly non-exempt don't apply to your organization, feel free to change the categories to whatever works for you. Okay, that's always a doable thing. And I've heard of a lot of companies doing that, which is fantastic. Remember, in both the analog and the digital version, all of the instructions are there on how to manage this on your own and make it successfully for your organization because you don't need to have me. You don't need to have one of my licensed facilitators. It makes for a great experience if you do, not gonna lie, but you can do it on your own. And if you ever need questions answered or need support, I'm available. Reach out to me. The links for the analog and digital game are also going to be in the notes below, so it's available. Check out the links and you can purchase the game on your own if you so desire to do that, which would be phenomenal. I hear great feedback from the organizations that have it. I love it. And I love when I can facilitate it because I can see the reaction and be a part of the conversation and discussion. Anyway, let's take a look at a card. So this one says, it's a green one. Hope you can see that. The green make you go forward. The reds make you go backwards. It says, this company participates, excuse me, in community volunteering and giving. Move forward 4 spaces. Well, that's interesting. That actually came up in a previous video I just did. I hear such positive things from employees when their organization participates in something in the community. They love having the opportunity to represent their organization, do something for the community, makes them feel good. And if it happens to be part of the workday or something that the company is paying for, which I believe they should, they, it's all that much easier. I remember one of the first times I heard of an organization doing this was right after I published the game, which was in 2020. Coincidentally, the same week as COVID shutdown is when I got the first prototype of the analog game. And one of my very first clients, the activity that they chose to do was to volunteer at one of the football stadiums that was doing free COVID shots. And they needed community volunteers. And so this entire company went and volunteered, and they loved the experience. I have heard other really cool things come out of this card itself where people will discuss what they can do in the community. And another thing I heard was, for example, buying gift cards for teachers in the public schools in the district that surrounded where their offices were. So many great ideas can come out of it. And I think that employees are really happy to participate in community volunteering and giving. So when that comes up in the game from this card, it makes for great conversation and it sparks ideas and often becomes one of the things that's one of the focused outcomes of playing this game. Because as you know, playing the game isn't the only thing that this is all about. It's about creating outcomes as a result that you as an organization can see through to fruition. So until the next time, there's your card and a random pull from the deck. And if you're interested in looking into the game more, the links are below to the Company Culture board game, the digital version and analog version, both available. And reach out if you've got any questions. In the meantime, please do follow me and subscribe to my videos, and we'll see you soon. Take care.